Hey everyone, it's Jess. It's Friday night at the moment and I don't have the video I was planning to upload for everyone ready. I actually wanted to do a video, I had a care video on the Begonia maculata whitey, and I'd done my research and I had my notes typed up, but I didn't film. I just couldn't film today, guys, and I know that my mood is a little bit down today, and actually I was toggling between whether or not I film or not, and I think for the most part I was like, nah, just not feeling like it. But you know what, it's like you make a commitment, right? And even when you don't feel like doing it, sometimes you got to do it. It's like, sometimes it's like going to work. Even if you don't feel like it, you should actually just do it. Even if you don't like eating your vegetables, just do it. And you know what, I reckon, guys, after I film this, after I have a yarn with you all and I get this video uploaded, I reckon when I go to sleep I'm gonna feel a little bit better. So guys, apologies that this video is really going to be a little bit more chit chatty. I hope you don't mind. I do have some plants. I think this video is going to be about the plants on my table. But yeah, I think I would just, I guess, not going to, I think I just will, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the plants on my table, and that will be the video for today. Guys, I'm sorry if you tuned in for a video on how to care tips. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get one out today, but if this is not really your thing, then by all means, happy for you to check out and check back in tomorrow, where I will have that video on how to care for a Begonia maculata whitey. Today's video is just really going to be about showing you the plants on my desk. So without further ado, the first plant I wanted to show you guys, actually there's two of them, but the first one is my Anthurium crystallinum, which is this lovely, I think is focusing. Now the reason why I've got all the plants on my desk out today is because it was time for me to treat them, and I know that this guy was yellowing. He's been yellowing for a while, and I took him out of, I keep him in this IKEA. I keep him in an IKEA dome to increase the humidity, and you know, every week or so I take him out and water him, and I could feel that his sphagnum was a little bit dry, so I did water him today. And I chopped off, there was a bit of leaf here that was yellowing. I actually should chop a little bit more off of that yellow leaf. Because if you want to maintain your Anthuriums, what you want to do is whenever you do see yellowing on the leaf, just make sure you cut it off. I should have actually cut a little bit more. I think this guy, my main, he's not doing the best, and quite frankly I don't have the best setup for him. But I think one of the reasons why he's not looking so great is, one, temperature. It's getting quite cold and the dome just doesn't add enough warmth for him, and secondly I also don't think that it adds enough humidity. So that's one of the reasons why I think this guy is yellowing. I am keeping a little bit of an eye out on him. I suspect this bit of the leaf I'm going to have to cut off at some point, but this is him on my desk. He sits on my desk. I think I'm going to get, you know, buy one of those mini heat maps to pop on, just so I can make it a little bit warm for him. The next plant that was on my desk is actually a larger Anthurium crystallinum, and this bit I actually had to cut off a bit of leaf for him because it was actually yellowing as a result of under watering. So it was yellowing because I just didn't give him enough water, and I'll actually insert what a yellowing crystallinum leaf looks like, where the yellowing is caused by underwatering, just so you guys can have it as a bit of reference. Now on that leaf you can see that there's a bit of like black spots on it. That's actually the result of, if you already have a yellowing leaf and a yellowing section and you don't cut it off, bacteria will grow, particularly because this guy, he normally sits in my fish tank, well, the bigger fish tank where I the fish tank that sits on the heat mat, and I pop him in there where it's actually quite humid, and I guess this week I decided to pop him on my desk, so he's sitting on my desk this week. Guys, I think with the crystallinum, I know these are getting quite popular and they're still a little bit pricey. I mean, they go for around $120 upwards. If you are wanting to get a crystallinum and a little bit worried about just, you know, care tips and how finicky they could be, I actually find that these guys can do, you know, they're quite tolerant plants. I've underwatered this guy a number of times, but he's still quite resilient, so you don't need to be too worried if you want to get one of these but not sure. You know, you obviously you want to make sure you're giving him the best care, but don't be too worried about him. I think he's a little bit more on the hardier, rarer Anthuriums. But yeah, guys, this guy, I realized I wasn't watered him that much, so I'd watered him today, and so he's chilling on my desk. The reason why he's a bit leggy is because I don't keep him in the best well-lit condition. So the reason why he's leggy is because he has been, you know, reaching for that light. But that's my other crystallinum. These are my crystallinums that are chilling on my desk this week. The next plant I have on my desk is my Amydrium zippelinum, which is this guy here. And this guy, oh guys, I hadn't watered him a bit. That's a really bad habit of me. I really should be more observant. But I guess, guys, when I keep my plants in a location that I don't really frequent, and this guy normally sits in the study, it's almost like a case of out of sight, out of mind, right? And so I need to make an effort to really make sure that I tend to my plants quite often, or at least, you know, regularly enough. But this guy had a massive yellow leaf. I'll show you what that looked like. That's the result of not watering, so his entire leaf went yellow and fell, and I had to trim him. But guys, if you do have an Amydrium, and it's got a yellow leaf like that, the reason for that is because, sorry, it's just taking off this bark. The reason for that is because you haven't watered him, and that's pretty obvious because you can just check the soil. But this guy, he enjoys quite warm temperatures. I reckon around 25 degrees is quite good to encourage growth. But he's a beautiful plant, eh? It's got these amazing, like, croc-like leaves. But yeah, this is my Amydrium zippelinum. I really like him. He's really cool. His leaves, the foliage is really cool. Guys, have you actually seen, if you follow Kaylee Ellen, you might have seen she did a rare plant index once, which featured the blue form, the Amydrium. And guys, what a marvelous plant that blue form one is. But I don't think they're in Australia yet. But never mind, I have this guy, and he's a favorite. He's a favorite. Now guys, the next plant I have is my, give me a sec, is my jewel orchid, my Metacolia petiola. This guy right here. It's got these beautiful jewel leaves. You've probably saw him in one of my more recent unboxings. I just popped him in this new pot that I got a few weeks ago. Now this guy, guys, another one for you if you're notorious for underwatering like me. He's sitting in sphagnum moss at the moment, and I checked on that moss today and I realized it was just super dry. So I gave him a fresh pot of moss, and this is moist now. I'm thinking of keeping him under a cone, under a dome like this, just to increase the humidity. Hopefully he bounces back, because I did notice his roots were a little bit yellow. My bad, guys. His leaves are a bit wrinkly, which is, I guess, a sign it's been underwatered. But hoping he'll bounce back quite soon. I think I'm going to keep this guy. He's going to sit on my desk for a while, because I think he just needs a little bit of love and more intense care. So this is the other plant that I have on my desk at the moment. The last plant I have, they're actually cuttings that I freshly potted in this lovely strawberry container. These are my Rhaphidophora, I forget the C bit, Rhaphidophora Crypanthea. I just had to Google it. But these are the cuttings that I got a few weeks ago, and also I wasn't paying a lot of attention to them, but I thought I did today because I noticed he was sitting in a much smaller box, so I decided to pop him up in a bigger box and change the sphagnum moss. They seem to be doing okay. I did notice some mold, which I picked off and gave this a little bit of a spritz with some alcohol. But yeah guys, I think I'm just going to be propagating these, and hopefully the little feelers will grow out. But yeah, he also sits on my desk just for that, you know, a closer observation. But yeah guys, those were the plants that live on my desk at the moment. I hope you enjoyed this more casual, conversational type of video. I know the production quality isn't that great, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling like, something's just off, which I know what it is. It's got to do with work, and I won't bore you in that, but yeah, I think tomorrow I should be back to feeling a little bit better. I'm gonna sleep on things. I'm going to enjoy a cheeseburger that my brother so kindly got for me today, because I offhandedly mentioned yesterday I really wanted to eat a cheeseburger, and he so kindly got that for me today. So I think I'm gonna eat that cheeseburger now, and yeah, just watch some videos and call it a night. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'll come back with a better video, a more informative video tomorrow. But guys, I hope your Friday night is going quite well. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you have a good weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.